first found out that we had to be in jets.
I'm like, shit, I ain't going up in that mother.
I said, God damn!
Shit, I quit.
Like, oh, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. That's doo-doo. That's doo-doo.
Yeah.
This thing in my face a bump bag, right?
Boy, he shit all on himself.
He sure did.
Shit, that's him swallowing his own vomit right now. Hey everyone, do you enjoy Double Toasted? Then put it on your body. Check out our tpublic.com merch store where you'll find all these wonderful designs that look great on high quality t-shirts with more designs coming soon. Or check out other high quality items such as mugs, pillows, tote bags, and more. Once again, that is tpublic.com, teepublic.com, or click the link in the description below. So, as I've said over and over and over and over and over again, no offense to anybody, and it's not that I hate the movie, not at all, but I can't say that I'm the biggest fan in the world of the original 1986 Top Gun.
I feel the need for speed.
I don't like you because you're unsafe. That's right.
God damn.
Yeah, like a
little pit bull.
yeah, look like a wild weasel up in his face right now. Yeah, people.
Mr. Intensity.
Yeah, they said they had the need for speed, and that's why it took 36 years for them to get a sequel out. Oh, yeah, as I said, it's besides me not being its target audience, it has taken 36 years for them to make a proper sequel to Top Gun. I say proper like they've had more. No, the only sequel.
It is amazing that they didn't do other sequels that didn't have any of these actors in them.
Yeah, I know.
Usually when a movie's popular, they can't wait to start doing at least direct to
video.
Right, yeah, you're right.
But instead it was just a ton of knockoffs.
It has been 36 years since we've seen Top Gun, and you know that's another one of those movies that we all have to ask now, why now?
Yeah.
You know, because waiting decades later to do a sequel to a movie made long ago has worked out for so many of them.
Whenever they announce it, I'm like, can I just go ahead and give my review now and save myself 2 hours?
Yeah. I'm telling you, people like, oh, you talking about Independence Day? Well, that didn't have Big Willie up in there slapping aliens. That's why it wasn't there. That's why that wasn't successful. Well, The Matrix had Keanu Reeves up in there, and even people say, you know what? I just don't give a right now. I'm sorry.
And how many Terminators have we had?
Oh, man. Too many.
Predator.
Yeah. Shit, those movies are like the Terminator. They keep coming back, and they keep being defeated.
I'll get you next time.
I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back.
You gotta love how every time it's like, no, I got a new idea this time.
Yeah.
But it's gonna have all the same old shit that all the other ones have.
Yeah, no, that's all right. That's all right. So you can't even say that. Oh, but old Tom is back. Oh, that's the make it or break it right there. I mean, there was a time we could have said that, but I don't know. I don't know about today, man. I don't know if even old Tom can bring it through. But I will say this: I might not be a huge fan of the original, but I am a fan of Tom Cruise. I just admire the man's work ethic. Always hanging off of planes and shit, you know. So
not just that, but cussing out his crew for not adhering to protocol.
And I was behind him on that.
Me too. There's all people kind of like, well, I think it was an asshole move. I was like, I don't.
No.
I don't at all. Listen to that thing again.
Hey, here's an asshole move right here, not having your shit together. How about that? Yeah, this man, he is dedicated.
He had a point. He had a point.
Yep. Yeah. He went on there and told everybody, we are trying to make something for the people.
He went on it for a long time.
Yeah, he went on.
That video was 25 minutes long because everybody else.
That means people have been fucking up on that set for a while. And he was holding it in.
Yep.
Until he couldn't no more.
And that's the last thing you want to do.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He's dangerous.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the last thing you want to do is piss off Tom Cruise.
That's right.
all right, that's right.
That was him on that Mission Impossible set,
yeah. Get your shit together. We're making entertainment for the people. If Tom says it can work, then it can work. If it takes 36 years to get it right, then it takes 36 years. I does it. And this is the one where even Tom can't bring it. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer, The Return of Maverick and Top Gun Maverick.
What that is, I can't imagine.
With all due respect, sir, I'm not a teacher. Just want to manage expectations.
Teeth, boy.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell this movie.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, boy.
Shit, if nothing else is working, got them choppers right there.
Where do you think I got it from?
That $1 million smile.
Yeah.
My dad believed in you. I'm not gonna make the same mistake.
I should kill this mother. This boy don't know me.
He's like, everybody talking shit the whole time.
Hey, all right. He's like, somebody better call him, man. Somebody better get him.
Having any fun yet?
So we went to see this. The movie was about 2 hours and 17 minutes, right?
Was it that long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was about 2 hours and 17 minutes. And as I was watching this, I said, well, goddamn, why didn't y'all do this 36 years ago? You know, now I don't know how you feel about this, but I tell you, it might have taken 36 years, but Top Gun has finally grown up, man.
That was the big thing about it, was how it had grown up. Everything about it was, it has matured.
Yeah, this movie is like a frat boy that was kind of crazy back in the day, and then finally he just 36 years later he looked back and said, "Damn, I was stupid back then." Man,
Yeah,
I
coming to
kinda
you going
suck.
like, I am so sorry. Let me make it up to
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna take out everything that was dumb about
Yeah.
about me before
Hey,
and present something to
I
you.
still got some flaws, but I'm a better person now.
Yes.
Boy, I've improved. Boy, was I stupid back then. And kind of gay and didn't even know it.
We thought we were being macho, and now it's so clear. I
Wow.
can't not see it.
You know, I thought that this was, I thought that this is what Top Gun would be back in the day
Sure.
when people were talking about it. I thought when I finally got a chance to see it, I thought it was going to be this. Listen, not only do I like this movie a lot, not only do I like this movie a lot, but I got respect for it, especially for the producer, Mr. Cruise over here. Tom Cruise, man. I got to tell you, Tom Cruise, tell you why I have respect for this man. Oh, look at you later. Tell me why you respect me.
I knew you'd come around.
Yeah, tell me more about my teeth.
I know a couple of reasons.
This is not just a sequel for making money, y'all. It's a smart approach on how to make a better sequel, which Hollywood is notoriously bad at.
Very much so. They'll take something that was already good and then make something that was so not. Just to make money, they'll rush it through.
Yeah.
They'll put in so much fan service that it's not even really a movie anymore.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no.
There's so much that the characters don't even change from what you saw.
Yeah, and listen, I can tell y'all right now, I could see people complaining, and I couldn't really argue with you, because one of the complaints I could see people saying is that, especially at the beginning of the movie, I can see people saying, well, it's just repeating the same stuff as the first film. And you would be right, because they are. You know, the movie starts exactly, in so many ways, exactly like the first Top Gun. It opens up with that title card describing Top Gun school and what you're about to get into. Then those planes start taking off, and that's when your boy come in. Jets, boy, them just hot. Martin said, jack it off the Jets.
Got a writhing in the bed, boy.
Yeah. Kenny Loggins come in and say, hey, y'all, I know you ain't gonna fly without me. Come on now. Kenny Loggins comes back to take us to the danger zone.
He got all dressed up to do it,
Yeah.
too.
You know, I would tell you, man, if that word Maverick didn't pop up in the title, I would have been like, hey, y'all download the wrong shit, man. What y'all pulling? You better put this new movie on.
Oh, you think I'm stupid, huh?
Yeah. I thought they accidentally downloaded Top Gun, the original. I was like, but this is the same shit. What are we watching? But no, man. You know, it's a lot of stuff that repeats past the beginning. You know, when you're watching this, it still has so many things that you see from the original movie. You know, they still at a bar, still singing "Great Balls of Fire."
Oh,
You know, fortunately nobody came in and sang lost that love and feeling.
The Righteous Brothers.
The Righteous Brothers, yeah. They, you know, you still got rivalries and still got infighting going on, you know. So it's a, you know, it does parallel the first movie. And just in case anybody wondering, they still got them greasy bodies, boy. Still got them greasy ass bodies. Now, I tell you, they don't use as much baby oil and Crisco as they did in the first movie. You know, they ain't as slippery as they were because of that first one. They just downright slimy.
Well, it just got. It was like a fetish of just showing all that. I mean, here it's like, oh, it's a game. Plus, it's co-ed.
Yeah,
we got women this time.
You got chicks in here this time, and this time they traded into volleyball for some football. You know, and they go down and get, like in the first one, they were so greasy the dirt just slid right off.
Right.
Oh yeah, there was no sand.
I was like, how are they playing volleyball and no dirt is sticking to them as oily and sweaty as they are?
Not a grain of salt,
Not
or sand, not a bit of dirt, not a smudge. They just as clean. But they got down that dirt just. But here, you know, they get a little dirty. They got chicks in there, man. You know, they're still shiny, and they still. And here's the thing, man. Tom Cruise, he gonna take that shirt off.
Yo, you know that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show everybody I've been working out.
Hell yeah,
goddammit.
Tom Cruise look as good as these young dudes in there. This man is he's about a few months shy of 60 and look just as good as these dudes up in this movie right here. So you say
And he's letting you know it. Yeah, he
letting
worked hard for that.
Goddamn right, we taking these shirts off. Shit, there's a part where in the movie where they introducing credits and everybody's wearing uniforms and clothes and they got his ass turned around just shining with no shirt on. Yeah. Where in the first movie, they start playing volleyball out of nowhere. Yeah. This scene here where they're playing football, it has a purpose in the movie. I won't say what it is. It has a purpose other than being a video for a gay club. So this is something where everything that they're doing is leaning towards story, man. But I tell you, if they are repeating, if they're going just note for note what that first movie is, I can still back it up, saying that at least they're improving on everything. It's a great, proper sequel to the first movie. For a movie that was light in character and light in story, this has great follow-through on everything that they set up in the first film, which was not that much.
Right.
It's like, when they talk about a sequel, like, what the f*** gonna do with this? They weren't talking about nothing. Oh, now we're gonna get serious. No, hell no. But, you know, they followed through on these characters, which were kind of shallow in the first one. But here, it was like, wow, you added a lot of weight to it. But it stands on its own very well, I think, too. This is almost like a soft do-over. You know, they do some cheesy things, like they got all these flashbacks that they insert from the first movie, they edit in and whatnot, and that's kind of dopey. But, you know.
I mean, I guess they needed to for the story-wise, to bridge things over or remind people, because it's been 36 years.
Yes.
So maybe you never saw Top Gun, or you only saw it back in '86, and it's like, you probably don't remember this, and we need to remind you. And, you know, the alternative would have been to get different actors or try to use de-aging technology.
Yeah.
So this was the better choice.
No, I'm glad that they used clips from the old movie. And I'm going to tell you, I after watching Top Gun, it was cool to see it and then go into this because I was fresh with it and could make all the connections. But I did ask myself while I was watching, I was being honest. I said, now, if I hadn't seen the first one at all, would I feel like this wouldn't work for me? I wouldn't know what was going on. I had to say, nah, man, I think that this would have been just fine. You would have got the gist of it, man. Yeah. And what did work in the first movie even works better here. As I was saying in our review, that first movie opened up real intense, man. Mm-hmm. You know, where they're trying to land a jet and it wasn't going well, and that is the same thing they do here. You know, the way this opens up, it has Tom Cruise pretty much pushing his limits. And he has the audience on edge. And the funny thing about it is that it's Tom Cruise. This is the beginning of the movie. You know he's going to be all right. Yeah, we got another 2 hours and 15 minutes of this movie. He ain't going nowhere. But even then, I was still like, oh, God. There was a woman, and Julie, I don't know if you heard this woman when we were watching, but there was a woman. She was almost having an orgasm watching Tom Cruise almost die in this thing. She's like, oh, Tom, no. Did you see that woman next to me?
Next to me?
Yeah, no, next to me. There was a woman that she, no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she kind of a big woman too, and she was shaking it.
Oh, no.
No, Tom, no. I had to see if her hands were out of her panties. What are you doing? Tom, no, Tom. I was like, what the f is going on? But there were people. Why he looking at me like, man, why you gotta be nasty with this shit? Vaughn over there looking at me like, come on, man. Oh, you know that's not what happened.
You know you had her hand in her panties, man. Come on. That's why he said that like, come
I didn't
on.
say she had her hand up here. I said I just
He's
stopped.
looking at you with his arms folded like, we're going to talk when the show is over.
Yeah. I looked over there. He was looking dead at me.
If you're not going to take this shit seriously.
You know you bullshit. I didn't happen. I was in that theater too. I didn't hear none of that shit.
Just childish.
But that was the beginning of this movie, man. Had me on edge. Had me on the edge of my seat watching this.
He knows how to do that.
Yes, he does. And the movie feels more focused too. And then the last movie, because the last movie was just, it was really about them going, it was very loose. They were going to Top Gun school to see who was the best of the best. This right here, and at that last movie, they did have a mission that they pulled out their ass.
Right, they just
at
tacked
the end.
on.
They graduated like, all right, well, go blow up some planes now. It was like, what the fuck?
Wait, I just got the keys. What are you talking about?
Right? They graduated. They got their diplomas and they got their papers too. They even guy came in and said, y'all quit bullshitting. Don't celebrate yet. We shipping y'all out.
We got to send you on a suicide mission.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It was the movie said, oh yeah, we should have some combat, some real combat. So they just, at the last goddamn 10 minutes of the movie, they decided to go over there and fight some planes.
So they caught the actors in the parking lot on their way out.
Yeah.
No, everybody come back. Lock the gate. Lock the gate.
Y'all ain't done yet.
Yeah, we got to shoot a combat scene.
Yeah. I was like, really? But this because the movie's finished.
Yeah, it's done.
I can care about them blowing up planes. We got their graduation papers. I'm done. But the movie starts out with them having a clear mission. They got to take out a foreign base that's trying to build up their nuclear capabilities. And you know what? Another reason why I respect this movie is because, while we're talking about them having to go and blow up planes and Tom Cruise's stunt work and all that stuff, man, it is nice. It is nice to see a blockbuster, a bona fide blockbuster that doesn't look like it was all rendered on a computer.
Yeah, right.
that don't look like the whole shit is made out of Jolly Ranchers and Now and Laters and shit. Starburst. Now look, I'm because I'm gonna tell you, Tom Cruise, he is one of those few producers today bringing old-fashioned blockbusters to audiences, man. Stunts, practical set pieces outside of the usual explosions that we always see.
Right. And we know all the jet stuff is not actual jets doing that. It's CG, but it's so much of it is solid that those come across as solid.
No, a lot of it is real jets.
Some of it is, yeah. I was watching
that flying in between.
Well, probably not that, but there are so many scenes that they actually had to, like, when you see them in cockpits. They're in cockpits.
Oh, no, that I know.
There's a lot of aerial shots that they have taken where it is actual jets that are flying out there, and so this is there's a lot of practical effects that went in. Of course, CG. Come on, no one's gonna blame anybody for using CG. No one's gonna expect them to make a movie like this without CG. But a lot of this shit is more practical than you think.
When I first found out that we had to be in jets,
I'm like, shit, I ain't going up in that mother.
I said, God damn!
Shit, I quit.
He's looking up. He's talking about
I don't like heights, man.
But they showed me my contract.
I was excited.
Game time, baby. I don't want to do it.
Yeah. That's doo-doo.
Yeah.
This thing in my face is a buff bag, right?
Boy, he shit all on himself.
He sure did.
Shit, that's him swallowing his own vomit right now. Yeah, look at he's like
Mama did that too. Oh man, slow this shit down, man. Quit playing.
Yeah, there's a lot of combat shots like Martin said. They do really dangerous things, and they're not gonna do it with real jets. But looking at this and how they have so many point of view shots, like looking at some of this stuff, man, it's like you're stuck on the windshield of these jets.
Oh yeah,
when they're flying.
Yeah, exactly. You're right there with them.
There's so many scenes of cockpit shots, scenes where they're actually, catching the outside of the jet and you're going along with it. There's a lot of engineering that went with this, and it's amazing, man. And see, because I'm not that guy where I'm like, dude, these superheroes all up in my cinema. You know, I'm not that. I love superhero movies. I do, but this is a nice break.
There's room for everybody.
It is. I'm just saying that we've been getting so many of these movies. It's just nice to get a little something like this every now and then. So I'm not a complainer. And Tom Cruise is just like, shit, I hope this fool don't die in a stunt accident because he's addicted to that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Love seeing him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you can focus on his personal life if you want to. I mean, none of that's hurting me or anybody. But he is a genuine actor / movie star, and that when he comes to these things, he brings something. He's not generic. And whether it's his smile, his delivery, he has a charisma that takes whatever project he's on and elevates it just 2 more levels up.
Yeah. No, I really admire him, man. I mean, shit, if Scientology is bringing this, I'll make a donation today. Well, what's that guy's name? Azu, Babu? Zenu. Yeah, shit, praise Zenu.
Hey, say his name right.
Oh, yeah, get it right. Put some spec on his name.
Yeah.
Praise Zenu.
You know you're going to start getting emails and calls tomorrow.
I was going to say, yeah.
Shit, sign me up. So I'm good.
Did you notice how the enemy is never named?
I had that noted down. I was like, I think because that was one of my. I don't know if it's a complaint, but it's almost Saturday morning cartoonish that way, where the enemy is not given a face, not a name,
not a nationality.
No, they're generic ass enemies, and I think that's because the movie didn't want to piss anybody off.
Yeah, no, I know that's what it is. They didn't want to piss off because almost as if they're like, well, it got delayed. It's getting delayed, so we don't know who our enemies are going to be at the time.
Yeah.
So because you go like, well, it looks like Afghanistan, but the writing on the equipment doesn't look like any other language. Could be Russian, no symbols.
Yeah.
Could be China, no, nothing there. They all
Shit,
like,
for all we know, that could have been the mountains of Wakanda. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know,
I
man.
thought it was hilarious. I'm like, wow, you guys are going out of your way to not tell us who this very dangerous enemy of America is.
Top secret.
Yes.
So top secret, even we can't know.
It's so top secret that even their equipment is labeled in English.
Yeah, it's almost like a fill in the blank. So if you want to be Russia, go ahead, let it be
go
Russian.
ahead,
Then.
go ahead.
Well, that's kind of smart, don't you think?
Yeah, no, it is.
It doesn't
I mean,
date the film.
not-
It does,
it's-
yeah.
it- No,
that's
you know
true.
what?
You're right about that.
No, I think they don't want to offend anybody. It's a way for you to just. I mean, it is top secret, Joe.
It should have been Cobra.
Why not? You should.
I don't know. We might start doing trade deals with Cobra. We can't afford to piss
I
them
would
off.
have loved it if there was a scene where they were running. You heard
You close!
it's the movie. It's not. It doesn't do it in a way where it seems like it's a distraction, or it doesn't seem it's doing it in a way where it's trying to be ultra jingoistic or anything. Because if that was the case, we would have a clear enemy here.
Sure. And whereas the original movie was the definition of jingoist, this is not.
Yeah, I tell you though, man. The cinematography is amazing. As we just said, they got special cameras that were built to be on these jets. It's not just pretty scenery. This throws you into the action. And the climax is incredible. It's also cliched as hell. With that climax,
last 10 minutes, and like I got this mapped out.
Yeah, well, shit, they might as well have been trying to blow up the Death Star.
Dude, it was very much blow up the Death Star.
Yeah.
Even when they laid out the plan, you're like, y'all can't get Luke Skywalker in here.
Yeah,
Even down to the use the Force. I mean, it was just instead it was trust your instincts.
Yeah.
Don't think. don't think about Star Wars.
Yeah.
So you can use it for.
Every movie that has a starfighter or jet fighters, there's always a scene where they're going through a canyon, a Death Star, a ravine, and this is another one, man.
And you got to fire a missile into a small
Into
opening.
a hole and shit. Yeah,
Under a bridge.
Yeah, man. For them having to go through this ravine, this valley, they actually go out of the way to give a good reason for it. They work it into the mission. Won't say what it is, but they explain why they have to do it. So I'm like, okay, cool.
It's enough that when they explain why they have to do this thing that we've seen 100 times, it makes it. You understand. Like it immediately makes you go, oh shit.
Yeah.
It adds tension to the entire movie. Like, how the hell are they gonna do this?
Well, that's good though. I like that because usually it happens in movies. They're like, "Oh, it just felt like it," you know what I mean? Just want to see if I could do it. And, you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
Nobody does that.
No, they lay it out, and you sitting there.
Okay, cool.
And you and some of the characters are going like, how is this ever gonna happen? Can't nobody do this?
No, and I tell you, man, yeah, I love the climax here, man. Like I say, it's cliched, but they give a reason for what they're doing, and I wouldn't blame anybody for looking at it and criticizing it because I get it. And like I said, man, it's just truly exciting what they do with not just the climax, but just a lot of the shots here, man. So many shots, as I said, so many shots feel like you are hanging outside the jet for dear life. The shots themselves, that's needless to say. But then once it's done, the editing room has to get it, and they have to not only edit it, but they got to get the sound just right. I mean, they're creating an experience. Now, they're just not creating scenes. I really appreciate that. They made flying seem terrifying.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I will, after watching this, I don't know if the military is gonna try to recruit, but I'd be like, no, I'm not getting in one of those things. I would never want to get into a jet right now. They talk about how physics just beats the shit out of you. It's like one dude is chucking you out, and there's an elephant just punching your chest or sitting on you the whole time. It's like drunk driving in a way. I don't even know how they do it because they show these people out there when they show them flying, and then they get to a point where they just start blacking out.
Yeah.
There was so many scenes, people looking at these dogs, like this dog right here. People just like, shit. And they got to wake them up when they go too high. And I'm like, you're falling asleep in a jet?
In a jet, yes.
And there was a point where Tom Cruise put an alarm clock up to the speaker and said, wake up. Oh. Yeah, man.
5 more minutes.
Yeah, man. It's they show just how much it's terrifying to fly that you have to respect the pilots that actually do it.
Yeah, they really sell it. Well, with the first movie, because we don't know that combat scene's coming at the end. So the first movie is all about who's gonna be number one.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't give a shit. I mean, okay, you want a little certificate you can hang on your wall. Everybody else,
Everybody get a plaque.
Yeah, right. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. Everybody here is good. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But here, this is like you are going on a mission that if you don't get this, nobody comes back.
Yep. Tell you something, talking about how fast these jets are, and I'm gonna tell you something. No matter how much need you have for speed, you ain't gonna ever outrun these people who want your information. And now I'm talking about the information that you, ain't nobody exempt here, you voluntarily put out there online. You put all your personal info, including credit card numbers, personal information about other people that you know. And the whole time, there's people out there talking about, yeah, keep it coming. Those people are called data brokers. And they're just waiting. The reason why they're called data brokers, they take all your information and then they sell it to all these third parties out there.
And in the end, you're broke.
And they say it ain't a damn thing you can do about it because it's legal. Well, I don't know if it's legal or not, but they are doing it. Thing is, you don't have to let people do that. You have a right to actually have that information pulled from the internet. And that is where Incogni comes in. Incogni, you can use them to request to these data brokers out there to delete all the information that they have about you, thus protecting your privacy. This is Incogni. They do all that work, all that messy work for you to get all your information pulled, and it's fully automated. And they'll help you protect your privacy, take all that personal data off the market. Tell you what, the first 100 people to use the code TOASTED at incogni.com/toasted, you'll get 20% off Incogni. And y'all know me, I work on the internet all the time. I'm thinking about using this because I've seen the prices for it, and I was surprised how low they were. No, seriously.
Yeah.
You'll have to look for yourself, but I'm telling you, people, when they say affordable, I was like, damn, okay, that's not affordable. That's cheap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's to get your information scrubbed off the internet on a regular basis. So once again, the first 100 people to use the code TOASTED at incogni.com/toasted will get 20% off Incogni. I want to thank Incogni for sponsoring this portion of the show, and I want to thank all of you out there for supporting us as you always do. And seriously, y'all, I'm going to emphasize this. Think about using this. It's kind of scary with all the stuff you put out there, and let these people do the work for you, removing all that information that's going to keep you up at night wondering if somebody's using it against you. I think I'm going to do it myself. All right. Moving on. As I said, I got a lot of respect for this movie. I gave you 2 reasons why. I'm going to give you another reason why. They pretty much acknowledge that, yeah, this movie didn't age too well. You know, the first the first Top Gun. They're like, yeah, we looking at this and that don't work, and yeah, sorry for that, and what the we thinking right here? Yeah, so didn't mean to do that. I was stupid back then, you know, all that. So they acknowledge that the first one probably didn't age well, even though people still love it, man. But more importantly, and more impressively, Maverick, this movie here, acknowledges that the weaker parts of the film, we don't have to ignore them. You know, some of those things can be used to like kind of enrich the story here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, sure. I was really impressed with what they did with the character of Maverick. You know, Maverick, he's still the rebel. You know, he's still doing things. I'm doing things my way. Maverick knows everything. But the thing is, he was cocky in the first movie and rewarded for it. This film, it comes at a cost. You know, with the mentality of flying solo, he's ended up solo. He's got no wife. He's got no kids. And after 36 years, where his peers have moved on to much higher ranks and some of them probably have gone on to political careers, his ass is still a captain. And there's even kids who look at him, they're like, Dad, you suck. you still here?
Yeah. That guy that can't graduate high school.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Yeah. Why don't you do something with your life, man? He did all that schooling, and look at you, he ain't done a goddamn thing. He like somebody that went to college. Man, I'm going to college. And then he went up there and took something like dance or art or something. Ain't doing nothing with it.
Poetry.
Right now. Yeah, boy.
He's still smiling.
It's still smiling. I'm going to be somebody.
He's working on his 25th major.
Yeah.
He's been there 20 years.
Like, damn, you suck, man. Now, here's the thing. We talking about Tom Cruise suck. We ain't talking about normal suck. You know, his credit card might get declined. They might throw him on his ass from a bar. But he's Tom Cruise. He's still gonna get a girl somewhere.
Sure.
Should get yours if I have to. I'm doing with this man right now. I'm Tom Cruise.
Don't push me.
Don't push me. Shit.
Gotta take yours.
Don't make me show these teeth right now. Hey. Don't make me do it.
Go here.
All right. You win.
Go home with something.
Yeah, he's going to be the best, no matter what he's doing. But I would say that he does feel more human here, man. And that's helped out a lot by the supporting cast that's surrounding him. Jennifer Connelly is very good in this, man.
Yeah, she is.
You know, with Jennifer Connelly, man, they have, you know, she plays the old flame that comes in. They have some very natural feeling conversations, man. They really have some great interaction with each other. They got some great chemistry together. And that's partly because, well, they probably get along, but also they're just really good actors.
Mm-hmm.
And if the conversation feels more natural than it did with Kelly McGinnis, who was in the movie, who they don't mention at all.
McGillis.
Is it McGillis?
Yeah, McGillis.
Kelly McGillis, man. Back when she was in there and playing the love interest, it was, both of them had this whole, playing hard to get shit. Both of them. Going back and forth. It just kind of got old through the movie.
Youngest psychiatrist in the world.
Yeah, true. I mean, they were young, but so they were being childish.
Yeah, and that's it. And they don't mention Kelly McGillis in this movie at all. And and that's fine, because given the kind of character that Maverick is, she probably just got tired of his shit and just left.
That's what I was gonna say. Like you said, he's been the same way. She's been like, I can't be around you all this time. She probably got tired of this shit about 35 years ago. You said it's been 36 years ago, about 35 years ago. She's like, you gotta get gone.
Because you look at that relationship by the end and you're like, yeah, it's all hot and heavy now, but it's not gonna last.
No, not at all. Not at all. Hell, he had nothing to offer that relationship at the time. Yeah. There's a very emotional scene with Val Kilmer, who's in this. Val Kilmer, who, of course, plays Ice, man. Val Kilmer, who, and you know, because I know people laugh like, damn, what's he doing in this movie? He look like somebody's grandmother now or something. But man, you know, he has throat cancer.
Throat cancer, yeah.
And I think they used some of his son's voice to kind of loop over when he was talking.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a, man, it's a great scene in this movie.
It's about the best you could imagine for a scene with them. But actually, it's better than what I imagined it would be.
It is. And Val Kilmer is great in that. I mean, Val Kilmer, they both have matured, both these guys, but Val Kilmer is like, hey, I might have been a young hothead like you, but I got my shit together after a while. He comes across like a guy it's funny because he really has been, this is what I'm talking about, following through with what they set up. He really has been his wingman throughout the years, but not as a pilot or anything. You know, he's the one that's just been getting him out of trouble.
Right, just looking out for him.
Yeah, and that man, just hearing that, even before you saw Val Kilmer, it's like, damn, that bond, man. Also, I like that Maverick is, he's been humbled enough to kind of hang with people other than the pilots now. You know? Yeah, he's hanging out with the air crew, you know, like hey, I gotta mention this man named Coleman. Shit, we might be related. I don't know. This is the actor Bashir Balahodin. Yeah, he's not a pilot. You know, he's part of the crew. But I really like their scenes together.
Yeah, they had, the two of them had a great chemistry. But the fact that Maverick he's not the cocky pilot who only hangs with pilot. He gets to know everybody. He understands how important the crew are.
Sure.
I mean, honestly, outside of all the high octane, you know, jet stuff, which is top notch, which had me clenched up almost the entire movie. My favorite stuff is the maturing of Maverick, what they've done with him, and where it carried over. Like I mentioned before with Top Gun, my favorite thing about it was that his best friend dies and he experiences grief and depression, and they let that happen, even with everybody going like, man, you need to get over that and get back in a plane. It's like he ended that movie still having those feelings. Yeah, and it carries over here, and he's not mopey. He's not a drug addict or a drunk or anything, but he's carrying heavy guilt. He's functioning, but I was watching him and I was just going like, man, this character, he's like Spider-Man. Because you think about it, like he's got this special power, like his is flying jets, and it made him cocky. And then somebody close to him got killed, and he felt responsible for it, and he never really got over it. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, I like about this movie is just the emotion that they brought to it, man. You know, it's almost like I'm amazed at what they could do with such just basic material, and just add this, you know, just this gravitas to it with what they have here. It's hey, let's take this very, you know, fun, almost juvenile thing and treat everyone as adults. Yeah, well, again, you know, the movie. It's really a great sequel, man, because where movies just try to catch up or pick up from where they last left if they're decades old. This one says we know that this is years later, and we just kind of have to have these characters mature and bring in other characters that we can pass that wisdom down to. You know, speaking of which, the rest of the crew in the movie, you know, I will say this. It's not a heavy criticism, but the rest of the crew is. I thought he was laughing. He's like, all right, I'm tired of your shit. You know, the rest of the crew in the movie, there's not much to them, you know, including Miles Teller. You know, Miles Teller is the main guy in the crew, of course, because there's this history with Maverick and his dad, Goose. And I'll tell you, the movie doesn't play out in the way you think it would, with this tension that's going on between Maverick and his son Rooster. I mean, Goose's son Rooster.
My dad believed in you. I'm not gonna make the same mistake.
And that's Miles Teller playing Rooster. And apparently the family has Goofy Bird.
I was gonna say, his brother Penguin.
Yeah, they got a little brother named Ducky or something. You know?
but you know, just in case they might not buy him as Anthony Edwards. Give him a mustache. You know, right there, put a mustache on.
They did. Like they made him look like his dad, which maybe, you know, that's one where like, okay, y'all push that.
I was just thinking that when I saw the trailer. I was like, all right, but that's all right.
You know, but Miles Teller is fine, man. It's just not much to the character beyond the drama that we expect.
Yeah, especially like the drama you expect with something like this, and what you expect with Miles Teller. Usually, there's more to what he has to put in here. This is light work for him.
No, you have to see him in something like Whiplash.
Yeah.
You know, the guy can act and he's very good. I hear he's really good in a TV show right now.
Oh yeah,
The Offer or something.
Yeah.
So he's a good guy, but they don't give him much to do in the movie. Really.
Yeah. But they didn't make him a douchebag like I was expecting.
No, they didn't. And like I said, the movie could have gone down a more predictable route. There's just not much to it except the basic drama that we expect. But it could have been worse. You know, the rest of the crew that they got, it's you know, this is a new movie because in the first Top Gun, everybody looked like variants or clones of Val Kilmer, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we watched this other day, we couldn't tell these motherfuckers apart.
Man, you sure couldn't.
Yeah,
you have to go by the hats.
Yeah, the hats. So yeah, because you definitely couldn't go by like the hair because everybody could say it.
And Val's like, make sure you all be looking this way too.
Yeah,
everybody keep looking to the right.
Like I said, when we reviewed this, everybody looking like Street Fighter characters right here. You know. And so it was like, yeah, in this one, so in the new one, man, you know, they've learned, they've made it more. Yeah, they definitely have made it more diverse in every aspect, from the higher ups to the crew itself. You know, they definitely have gone on for more diversity here. I like the diversity because it makes the characters feel more than like a bunch of hard bodies and nicknames. You know, but really, it's not much to them. I'll be honest with that. You know, they're just as cliched almost as they were in the original movie. You know, thank God they're more diverse, and that adds just a small dimension to them. But there's nothing really going on.
I kept feeling like they were that way, so much like the original crew on purpose, because it was another apology from the movie.
Yeah.
Where Tom Cruise is coming in going like, yeah, I know this is what we were like. I'm going to fix this.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I'm here to make these people not like that.
This is, you know, you're talking about going back to theaters and, you know, why movies need to be seen on the big screen and in the best conditions, IMAX and great sound and all that. This movie is an argument for that. This is an argument for theaters. I see why he didn't want to stream this. That would have been a crime. It's an action spectacle, man, that delivers on everything it promises, thanks to the great technical achievements that it's done, but also just for being smart enough to, like, this time come in and expand on the movie with actual story and depth of the characters that you have here. That's what I mean by this is such a smart sequel. We don't see that. We don't see that kind of intelligence in these movies. No, we don't.
When good reviews are coming in, I was like, come on now.
Yeah.
What's everybody doing? This is that thing where the reviews are early and they all love it, and then we go see it and go like, this is actually some bullshit.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there going like, oh, they were right?
Yeah. Shit, I don't think I've seen like good sequels like this since Rescuers Down Under and Gremlins 2.
Rescuers Down Under is the shit, man.
Rescue Down Under is actually pretty good.
That's an amazing movie.
Amazing character now. They expanded.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's a better set. That was better than the original. If you ask me.
It's a good sequel, man. So, I shouldn't use this term when you have a movie full of pilots, but I just appreciate how grounded the movie is too.
Sure.
You know, it's just. Again, nothing against Marvel or superhero movies or anything. I'll be there first day to watch these films, but it's just nice to have a break from it.
Oh yeah.
You know, I love the stunts, I love the action, but I love how I care about the characters more. So you know, I really did enjoy this movie, man. I went in thinking I would like it, but I didn't think I would enjoy it this much when I got in there. I mean, I was getting chills watching this. I was like, nah. You know, cinema. This is what I'm talking about. It's back.
Well, I knew you must like it a lot because you actually told me you liked it when you stepped out of the movie.
Yeah.
Normally, you run out of there. You don't want to say a word. Somebody says like, "Hey, Corey, what you think?" You're like,
No. I cannot talk to him. I'm saving it for the review. But I grabbed when Mark came out. I grabbed Mark like he was like following something. This is what they should have done. God damn it! Why didn't they do that? Man, I'm out of here. Bye.
Get your ass up.
We've really covered it all. It is everything that you want when you go to a theater, and it's one of those movies where you go like, if you're going to see this and you have access to an IMAX theater, by all means see it. It's it's white knuckle all the way through. Right now, it is the summer movie. It delivers on all those things, but also has weight to it, so that when it's done, You don't feel it doesn't evaporate, and you're just talking about, oh, that scene with this action scene was cool. This action scene was cool. Like, no, this whole thing really came together. It's a full price movie.
No, it's very much a full price movie, man. It's over two. Thing is, it is over 2 hours. Somebody asked, and I didn't notice
It did.
at all.
I didn't either. I thought it was shorter than 2 hours.
I had no clue. I love this movie, man. This is, as far as we're talking about blockbusters and summer movies, this is my favorite summer movie, man. Yeah, hell with Doctor Strange, you know. This is I liked it. I liked Doctor Strange. It was all right, but this right here is so good, man. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts.